First of all, welcome. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you.
Before we get started, I just want to go over a few things to make sure that you understand what therapy is for, what my role is, and to make sure this is something that you want to move forward with. Does that sound okay?
Sounds good.
Great. So first of all, just as a reminder, and we talked about it, I'm a trainee, which means that I'm under supervision. I'm still a student learning. And so there may be things that come up that perhaps I'm not an expert in yet. In those cases, I will refer to my supervisor, my colleagues, and try to get some assistance with making sure that we can get you where you need to be. Does that sound okay?
Gotcha. Yep.
Okay, great. So as far as therapy goes, we want to focus on you and what's best for you. Of course, that means sometimes we may bring up things that don't feel good in the moment. If ever you're feeling that way and you don't want to proceed, it's always up to you to go ahead and let me know. Also, there may be times when I might get a sense that perhaps we need to pause or move on from a topic so that we can come back to it later. But again, at all times, if something feels like it's causing you harm or any sort of problem, you just let us know. Let me know, okay?
Okay.
Great. Thank you. And of course, you're in therapy because we think that it'll be good for you, see some real growth, and hopefully be able to achieve the things that you want more easily.
Yeah, I hope so.
Just as a reminder, you'll always pay at the front desk. If for some reason you are experiencing some sort of financial hardship, what we ask is that you call ahead so that we can make an appointment or set up a schedule on our sliding fee scale for you. We don't want the cost of therapy to ever be a reason that you don't continue to come to therapy. So please just work with our office manager, and I'm more than happy to introduce you if at some point you feel like you want to do that. But again, we don't want money to be the reason that you stop coming. So just be open and honest with myself, the receptionist, or the office manager if you have any questions.
Okay.
Great. And then finally, I want to talk to you a little bit about confidentiality. So it's important to know that everything that's said between you and I stays between you and I with some very limited exceptions. So we are in the state of Illinois, which means essentially anything that you say to me that involves the harm of a child or a disabled adult or an elderly person, I may need to report. I will let you know if that happens. I do not want you to think that that means you cannot tell me everything. I will just need to make it clear so that we can protect those people who need protecting. Does that make sense to you?
Yep.
Do you have any questions about that?
No.
Okay. The other thing is if you express to me that that you might be a danger to yourself, an immediate danger, first and foremost, we'll want to try to work out a plan to keep you safe here. But if for some reason we can't do that together, then you and I, or just I, if needed, would reach out to get you the assistance that you needed outside of this office.
Okay.
In the very unlikely circumstance, based on your assessment, that you express an intent to harm someone who in Illinois has a special relationship with you, so your child, for example, then that may also be a time when I need to reach out and get assistance. But I would assume that that is something that you understand is as a mother who is already, who's here to help her children anyway.
Right.
So, great. Okay. Do you have any questions about any of that?
Nothing that's coming to mind.
Okay. If at any point you want a reminder of anything that we've talked about, or if something about therapy becomes unclear, you're welcome to ask myself. Again, I'm under supervision, so you can talk to my supervisor. And then on the way out, I would really encourage you to grab a pamphlet on therapy, the rules, and what your rights are, because sometimes it's easier to take that one with you.
Okay.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's get started on solving all of your problems.